Season 2, Episode 29. Hey, good day, humans on Earth. This is Topher Gray along with
Iowa Rockwell.
And this is the Stupid Box Podcast, where we talk about thinking outside the box of the box you are thinking outside of. I'll let you think about it. Shout outs to the listeners.
One time for the listeners, man. One time. Thank you.
I'm getting straight into it. Get into it. Now, earlier today we were having a discussion before podding about weather. How we're dealing with weather.
It's the time of the year in Chicago when weather might get a little brutal.
Yeah, and then we
all know it.
Yeah, it's cold. And then we also talked about leaving Chicago to not deal with the weather and yada yada yada.
Yeah,
and then I said that I thought it's like meeting somebody that's happy all the time. It's kind of weird.
Live somewhere that is nice weather all the time.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. Like if you meet somebody that's like happy and never had a bad day, to me that's how having good weather all the time feels.
Right.
I
feel like
weird.
we have days in Chicago though where it's like it goes to we get hit too damn hard sometimes, man.
We get hit hard.
No one should live in negative 40 degrees. You know what I'm saying? Like when it feels negative 20, negative 40, 0 degrees, shouldn't live where it's 0 degrees. No one should live where it's 0 degrees outside. It doesn't make sense.
It humbles you.
In what sense? What humbling does a person need to live in 0 degrees, man?
It's a bit humbling, because now you're like, because they're Eskimos. Where do they live? All the way up north.
Yeah, they shouldn't live there.
Yeah, but they enjoy it. Don't they enjoy it?
I don't know. I've never actually met an Eskimo into it. I've never.
I just like the feeling of just something different. Like, I feel like I get bored quick. And I think warm weather forever would just be boring.
No, I like the seasons.
Seasons is good.
I like the seasons a lot. I just don't like the drasticness.
We haven't seen seasons here in Chicago.
They've been blending in way too much. So that's what I'm saying. It goes from summer to winter, fall for a week, and then we get winter.
Winter is like bullying spring and fall.
Yeah, for sure.
It's like, get out.
It's like, get out. I want a couple more weeks on both ends. You know what I'm saying? It's opening up its spectrum.
Yeah, because I don't remember spring last year.
No, spring and fall were like two dope-ass times in Chicago. Because that's when, that's when Chicago's got great weather. It's not too hot. You can go out there. You can rock some things.
But I was driving in my own neighborhood when it was real cold 2 days ago. And, man, it just hits different. I would miss that.
The old neighborhood?
Just driving in the city in the cold. I would miss that.
You like snow?
Yeah.
A lot? Like you enjoy it?
Yeah.
But you don't have to you don't have to shovel snow.
I would never shovel snow.
Right. So that's what I'm saying, right? So that's you just like it being there for someone else to deal with.
Yeah.
That's a wild perspective of someone who's lived in Chicago their whole life.
Yeah, I don't like shoveling. I just don't. I don't mind because I used to walk, to the bus on Harlem. That's a nice walk to Harlem from here.
From here to the bus on Harlem?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, okay. That's a good walk.
I used to walk in hills of snow. From here, 18 blocks.
Okay.
I liked it. It was like an adventure for me. I would bundle up, and I was just like, you see the big boots I have there?
Right.
Yeah, no, and I'm just like, dude, I'm like, this is fun. It just was so much fun.
And I can understand that, too.
Yeah?
I can understand it. Like
I would miss that.
But
I would miss that, a lot, though.
So because there are certain things that you are lucky on that you don't have to deal with the snow. Like, you don't have to worry about your car, for the most part, right? Because it's parked. See,
that's one thing I don't mind. I don't mind brushing my car off.
You don't mind brushing your car off?
To me, that's fun, too.
Yeah, that's a sign of a psychopath, man. That's the sign of a complete psychopath right there, man.
Okay, so I'm on this boat alone, man.
I mean, you can't sit there and like scraping ice off your car when it's 0 degrees outside.
I love it.
Like,
I love it. It's like
don't believe the hype, man.
Look, you know what I enjoy even more? When you get one of those good like scrapes.
Yeah.
I'm like, ah.
But how about the 20 times you didn't get the good scrape before that?
It's challenging.
It's challenging.
It's challenging, dude. I'm like, you know, like my tongue is out. I'm like, I'm gonna get this one, you know. Yeah. And
so let me
as
ask
you can see, I like playing retro games. So that's how it feels out there.
So let me ask you, are you the type of person that's gonna leave snow on their car, or are you taking it all off before you drive? Are you doing like enough so you can see?
I'm cleaning my car off completely.
So you're gonna go out no matter how long it takes.
I'm not gonna drive and have snow blowing on.
Right, you don't have like a hood on, a hood of snow. You don't have
You
don't have just
because
your window.
I've been the guy in back of that, and I'm like, what a dick.
Because that's annoying as hell.
Yeah,
just driving. It's like, come on, man. You could have brushed your shit off a little bit better. Like, and then it gets to the point where they're like, that's dangerous. You can only see out of a corner of your window because that's all you cleaned off. Like.
It's weird. No, I'm not that guy. No, but I enjoy it. I enjoy that part. What I don't enjoy is the extension of winter.
Which is as far as
which is like the other day. It was just like I was hoping we would have got that ending of January, mid-January.
Right. That's what I'm saying. The extremes.
Yeah,
right? Those extremes, man.
So is that a thin line for you?
I don't enjoy scraping off snow, so that's one of those.
Like if you was like we said earlier, if you was to move somewhere, is that the line? Like
that's one. That's a line. Yeah, right? It's not a thin line because I wouldn't move somewhere like Colorado, and it snows there. Mm-hmm. But I wouldn't move somewhere like that, you know. Yeah. Because it would be I would probably get a little bit more nature, so I would be able to deal with it. Deal with the snow a little easier than being surrounded by buildings with snow.
Okay.
The snow might be cleaner, you know what I'm saying? Chicago got a lot of dirty snow. Once it snows, it takes a day and it's like, oh, this is all disgusting now.
Okay.
So somewhere like Colorado, possibly if I'm out in the mountains somewhere by nature, like snow would stay a little cleaner, would look a little better, would make me feel a little better.
Okay, so I'm not even gonna count that as a line.
Yeah.
Because you know.
So I can get around that.
Depending on what it is.
I can get around that, yeah, for sure.
What are your thin lines?
Thin lines, man. That's a tough question, man.
It's a very tough question.
That's a tough question because it's like, what
aspect are you thinking?
Give you time to think about it.
What are your thin lines, man? You got a line that you're like, yo, don't cross that line.
But you know me, man. It varies. It's so situational.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because that line moves depending on who I'm talking to. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Some people's line like you got a real short leash. It's like some people got a longer leash. Some people. So it's really situational. I'm not sure. You have to let me know. What you got a thin line?
Let me. And now that's what we're getting to.
Yeah.
I don't think. See, this is the thing though. I don't want to say I don't have any lines, because that means everything would tick me off, right? Or
nothing would tick you off.
So that would be it.
That nothing ticks you off?
I barely get pissed.
But what barely? But the fact that you just said barely means that you do. So,
but the thing is, I can't backtrack. I'm trying to backtrack, right. And I don't remember the last time that something really pissed me off.
Even for the slightest, it doesn't have to be something that you lingering on forever.
What's my thin line? I don't know.
I don't like when people don't use common sense. I got a real thin line for that because I want, especially those who I know have the ability to do it.
I take it back. I got a gazillion thin lines. I got a lot of thin lines.
He's like, oh, if that's where, okay.
You were listening.
Heard that example, like, oh, wait. Hold on.
I got a gazillion thin lines. You were hearing the rewind, and you're like, what the fuck is going on right now? I got a lot of thin lines, if that's the case, man.
See, I mean, that's one, man.
Stupidity.
For people especially from people who I know better. Because that's like, come on, I know you. I know you know better. There's a lot of,
That falls into the same thing I have, like, people that do things knowing that, like, oh, this is good for me, but I'm still gonna do this. That kind of mindset is a thin line for me.
Well, that's vice. You have vices.
Yeah,
you do things that you know are, but you do things that you know aren't good for you, right?
I don't know.
Of course you do. You know?
I mean,
you enjoy a good cigar, and cigars aren't good for. There's no health benefits to smoking a cigar, right?
See, I used to think that, but then I was online and I read this man. He was like 110. He smokes a cigar a day, and I'm like, damn, maybe it is good for you.
Yeah, but you read about one story in the history of mankind. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm just saying that I'm sure cigars, they might have a benefit, and even a mental benefit, But
do you think, you think these things in specific is bad for you, or you just think our bodies are just different?
I think it is a mix of both for sure. I think there are some things that are bad across the board.
I was really on that, like, oh, this is not good for you. This is not good for you. And I'm more like, man, if your body could take it, it might be good for you.
Yeah, see, I don't like.
I was talking to a friend of mine, and he's like, my mom's a chain smoker, and she's in her late 80s, 90s, I think he said.
I still wouldn't say it's good for you.
Yeah.
That's a tough way to phrase it. Like, some things you can tolerate way better than others. You know, and at this point, maybe you're dependent on it and you can tolerate it. It's not as bad for you as others, but that doesn't make it good for you. You know what I mean?
But check this out. Let's say if your body gets immune to it, to where if you stop, that could be bad for you.
But then,
because it's a reaction.
Yeah, but then think about what you just said. You made your body dependent on something. That was bad. You made your body dependent on. Now you can't live without this. That doesn't mean it was good for you. That just means you need it now. You made yourself dependent on it. You didn't need it when you were born.
That's deep.
You started it.
That's deep.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's deep. It gets deep, right?
Yeah. So I wouldn't say it was good for you, but I do feel that people can tolerate things, in different ways than others.
Yeah.
So not everything is the same across the board for everybody. Yeah, man. You said you had a gazillion of them, man.
Thin lines?
Yeah, thin lines.
Oh man.
What else you got, man? What else you got? You ever seen the movie Thin Line Between Love and Hate? Martin Lawrence?
Yeah, that's a real good movie.
It's a real good one.
That's a real good one.
That is a real.
If you was to pick between that one and Boomerang.
Ooh, I mean, damn.
Very similar but different, right?
Yeah. Damn, man. You gotta make people choose between.
Yeah.
That's tough. That's a tough one. I mean,
Martin was in both of them too.
Martin was in both of them, but Boomerang, you got John Witherspoon.
Classic.
You got the mushroom. So you got to coordinate. You got Young Holly.
Classic lines. But Thin Line is like a hardcore.
Yeah.
Like you got to be into like that.
You have to be into that to know. Boomerang, everyone knows. Thin Line, like you gotta be.
Did you like How to Be a Player?
That was my shit.
You
man.
see what I'm saying? Man. You got to be into that. That's what I'm saying.
That was my shit right there.
You have to be into it because any other person would have been like, "What the fuck are they talking about?"
How to Be a Player.
You got to be into that. Yeah. And I'm not gonna put that against the other two.
No, that's not up there. That was a quick sidetrack. How we get on to How to Be a Player?
I don't know. Thin Lines, man.
Thin Lines, man.
Okay, let me. Here
Chocolate. Was it Chocolate Factory? Chocolate City? Damn. That was the name of the club in Thin Line, Chocolate City, right?
Chocolate City. Shout out to Chocolate City,
man. One time for the one
man.
Yeah.
But back to the Thin Line, man. I got a lot of and you know what? It's weird because the thin lines that I have are kind of like, that's your thin line? That's not your thin line? Like, it makes no sense.
Okay.
Like, if somebody was to just call me out my name and just start going off, I'd probably be like, meh. And then on the other side, I'll walk in and I'll see some shoes at the door and I am going ham, Incredible Hulk. And maybe these aren't thin lines. Maybe these are pet peeves. No, it got to be a thin line.
Is it one and the same with what you're talking?
Is it?
I mean, yeah.
Are pet peeves thin lines? Look at that, man.
I mean, it is a line. It's a line.
Yeah.
But you live with pet peeves, you know what I'm saying? You live with pet peeves every day. Can you live crossing that line every day?
So I guess the bigger question is, what pisses you off and what doesn't?
That's a broad question.
Right? You know what I'm saying? Like, what pisses you off and what doesn't? That's.
I think we both come to the agreement that stupidity is pretty high on the list. Of like, come on, man, just do better.
Would something like this piss you off if somebody goes to like get a Chicago hot dog and they put like ketchup in front of you?
Nah.
You wouldn't give them the side eye like.
I put ketchup on my hot dog, and I hate yellow mustard. That shit's absolutely disgusting.
Hold on.
Yellow mustard is absolutely disgusting, man.
This guy's from Chicago. Wait, one more time.
Man, born and raised.
That's major.
Yellow mustard is absolutely disgusting, man.
So I bring it up as an example of something like that. Because with me, it wouldn't upset me either. Like, I would be like, you just don't like mustard.
Just don't like mustard. It's a condiment, you know what I'm saying?
But something petty like that would
set someone else off.
Yeah. Yeah, like, why are you doing this? You know? Like, what do you care? You know?
That's well, one that it's an annoyance or a pet peeve is when people say like, it's almost, I don't like tacos, right? If someone says, or say someone says, I don't like fish. I don't eat fish. Oh, well, you haven't had my shrimp cooked this way. Yeah. No, I don't eat. I've had it a lot of different ways. I just don't like. Well, you haven't had my. Like, you're gonna make me eat this shit and tell you I don't like it, right? That's what you're forcing me to do now. Because I'm gonna eat this shit and tell you I don't like it.
Have you had that done?
No, but I've seen that situation play out,
and I've had it. And just seen the situation, probably like,
it's like, man,
what the fuck? You want to butt in almost?
Like,
like karate chop.
It's cool.
Yeah, like, yeah, man.
Or and it's any situation that someone try to push like their shit is. It can go anyway. Like, oh, you listen to rap music? Nah, I don't really like rap music at all. Well, you got to listen to my rap music. You'll love it. No, I don't listen to it. But mine is. I just told you really want me to hurt your feelings right now.
Yeah. Bro. Hey, look at my pet peeve. I'm gonna show you how far my pet peeves have gone. I go into Anonymous's place, right? Might have been a get together party, whatever. And I go, to use the restroom and notice, and I don't know who's ever listening.
Disclaimer.
This is I don't know if it's a pet peeve or it just irks me because I've seen it done multiple times. Okay. Now, if you end up seeing this specific item move somewhere else, hold on.
Okay, talk to me, man.
It was me. All right.
So
I'm about to, do my thing in the washroom.
Okay.
Piss, right? Pee, whatever. And when they have like something next to their toilet.
When it has something.
Either like a trash bin or toilet paper. You know how you'll see like one of those rolls with toilet. And anything.
You move it?
I move it. I find something to put over my hand. I grab it.
See, you're out here rearranging these bathrooms, man.
I move it. Because this is the thing, though. I feel like as men, we don't. There's no urinals in people's places.
Right. I've always said that.
There is a splash going on.
Right.
And in my head, I'm like, nothing. Like, I can't use this toilet paper because I know for a fact piss splashed on it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm going to do people a favor and, like, move. And even with, like, the trash bin, I'm like, I'm not going to lift this up with my finger.
Right.
Because I know for a fact there's piss on there.
Yeah. So, see, I have
So, I'm like, let me do you the favor. And I'll grab it and I'll, like, put it here. And I'm like, it looks better here. I might arrange your whole fucking...
But how about if there's just nowhere to do that? You got something there, and it's there because there's nowhere. In the bathroom.
If there's nowhere to put it, I'm gonna just put it where it's not supposed to be and just save it. And I will tell, depending on how close I am with the person, like, yo, man, I just moved this. If I'm not, I'm ghosting.
I'm ghosting. I'm still moving this shit, but I'm getting out of there before telling anybody.
Yeah, I'm ghosting, man.
That's funny, man.
How do you feel about that? Me just moving shit around.
That's wild, man. That's wild. That's
Is that a bad habit?
I would say that's a bad habit.
Yeah?
Yeah. Only because I try to touch as little as possible when I go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
Especially in someone else's bathroom.
Yeah.
Touching as little as possible.
Yeah.
So the fact that you're going out of your way to touch probably as much as possible is kind of fucking me up. Because I'm trying to touch as little as possible.
That's a lot.
And you're going down to the garbage cans and shit, man. So that's like, no, I don't want no part. I don't even want to touch the one in my bathroom. I'm not trying to touch yours.
Yeah. Oh man. So that's a lot of people are probably listening to this shit pissed off. Like, what?
It was fucking this dude.
He
did it.
Yeah. But I also hope that helps and sends some kind of awareness now to when you're like decorating your bathroom, you just bad idea.
And if you have no choice, right?
It was like
I just want to, because I'm trying to think, right?
I mean, is that am I too much? Would that be too much?
I'm just trying to like picture your bathroom in my head right now. I'm trying to see if there's a garbage can next to the toilet.
No, it's nothing. It's nothing. It's nothing. There is nothing next to it. It pisses me off.
Do you have a garbage can?
Yeah, it's there's one in there, but it's not nowhere near the toilet.
I think I'm gonna move it next to the toilet next time I use the bathroom.
go berserk on me. I'll start yelling at Elise. Right? Like Elise, no.
You would do this shit every time I leave here.
My vanity and the sink is kind of near it. That kind of upsets me.
Yeah, I think. Yeah.
I think what I think apartments should come with men urinals.
Apartments, that's a lot. I want one in my crib. I don't think apartments should come with one, because then they can only be rented out to men. Like, you can't have just an all women's apartment then.
No. They should have a urinal with the toilet side by side.
Right, but how about if two women want that apartment? They don't need a urinal. It's just a waste of space now.
Well, when they have company, what if they never have company? Right?
It's their apartment.
They're introverts. Yeah. So have it optional.
Have it optional. I just think more people who build homes should put urinals in their homes. I don't understand why this isn't a thing. I know if I ever build a home from scratch, or if I ever like remodel a bathroom, I want a urinal in it.
Yeah, and a nice one too. I wonder if they got like. Have you ever seen a nice urinal?
Have you ever seen a nice urinal?
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever sat and judged.
I thought about this. I thought about how would I design it.
I have though, because I've seen some ones that go like
stainless steel a little bit.
Not even like a nice marble one, but it goes top down, so it's like a basically from your chest down all the way to the floor.
I've seen those.
You know what I'm saying? Like not one that sits high. Those are super dope.
I would have put that though, because then I would have that splash issue. Like, it's splashing somewhere.
It's always, that's the whole. I mean, it's splashing. Anytime you go, you're gonna splash, man.
Yeah, I have a problem with the splash. That's a pet peeve thin line. I don't know, to see that.
Interesting. More people should have urinals in their houses.
Yeah,
urinals and bidets, man. Urinals and bidets.
To the audience, if you guys are listening, take our thoughts into consideration. Because these are not stupid ideas.
No, not at all.
These are very logic and well thought, put out ideas that we discuss a lot. We're just bringing them to life on the podcast.
Say it one time for the people in the back.
Yes. And another thing, anything coming up? I know we got Thanksgiving.
Got Thanksgiving coming up.
Yeah. Any shows?
Nothing right now, but some new records coming out, man. We got some new records coming out.
Yeah.
B-sides with the homie Smoke Benito.
Okay.
Yeah. He's
shout outs to him.
Shout out Smoke Benito, man. Gotta get him on the podcast too, man.
Yeah. Tell him he can slide in through.
Yeah, man. Yes, we're gonna do that. We got a little project coming out at the end of the month. I know you working. We working, man.
Yeah.
We bounce some music back and forth to each other before we started podding.
Yeah. We're staying busy.
Yeah.
But I keep bringing it up like every episode. Like, we're gonna be throwing a show. We really got to do that.
We have to.
And I think I'm gonna put like pressure on us on this show. Not yet.
We have to. I mean, the decade is about to be over.
Yeah.
In a little over a month.
What would be dope? Decade, what would be dope to throw like a stupid box New Year's Eve shindig, something.
That would be legit,
right?
Man.
Like at a nice little intimate spot and just rent it out. Have like a DJ.
That'd be dope. Hey, ideas forming on live, man. There you go.
Not a bad idea, man.
No, man.
Yeah, but I want to big ups to the listeners again, man. You guys been still giving top notch feedback when we need it.
Yes, give it 100%.
Yeah. But you know what? I want to finish this.
What's that?
This.
A little bit more. Cheers,
and finish the pod. We
Cheers.
out. Let's go.